Hello, my lovely Marshall Blenders. How are you? How are you? Hey, how are you? Happy Sunday. So, I wanted to try and put one of these little colognes inside of the so this one's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Let's see if it works. I haven't tried it, I haven't done it, but I figure, that's the purpose of this thing. So let's, it's not working. Oh, you know what? Hello, science. There has to be air that can go in order for it to, oh Lord, force it out. There you go. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, there you go. Worked. So now I'm gonna be able to. Oh wait, I can smell it just like that though. All right. Again, this one is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. Smells very light. Oh wow. Okay, so let me tell you something. Merengue abacate boo. This is one of those alluring scents. It smells, oh my God, I'm not even gonna spray it. That's how good it smells. I'm gonna save this for like whenever I'm gonna go out or something. But this, it's, you know what? I wanna say it has a powdery scent. It smells, I'm sure it smells like something else, but this for me is unique in its likeness to other things. I don't know if that makes sense. It reminds me kind of a Sauvage. It's just very good. It's a good cologne. It's a very good cologne. Okay, and then I have also Mont Blonc Explorer. So let's see if my nose will let me smell this. I didn't bring any coffee with me. Okay, there's nothing there. Let's spray. Okay, Mont Blanc is very green. Reminds me of forest. Have you look? There was an Avon cologne that I used to love when I was younger, and it was called something like Evergreen. Now the green is calming down. Oh, okay, this is a very good cologne. It's a nice cologne. It's a cologne that I would wear. I could wear if I were gonna go out to hang out. I could wear it to the, not the office. It's more a night cologne, more outside, going out cologne. But it's not as alluring as the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. So that was my thoughts on that. The other thing I wanted to talk about is this, guys. I know that sometimes we feel weird, like we don't know what to talk about in a conversation with someone on the phone or face to face or Skyping or whatever, Zooming, whatever the young whippersnappers are doing today. But honestly, when it comes to conversation, for the most part, if you are having an interaction, that means that the other person wants to have some type of an interaction with you. So they are going to be putting their part to keep the conversation going. So I think that what happens a lot of the times is that we get so nervous and so wrapped up in our head, and literally wrapped up in our head, that we can't move, mentally we don't know what to talk about. Honestly, something I've learned is to just talk. And what the other person will try and do is see if in their mind, in their life's experience, there's something that they can connect to what you're saying. And what your job is to listen to what they say about that. And then that helps you both interact. And guess what happens? You get to know each other a little better. The other thing I've learned is that what impedes us from having an interactive communication. For example, you saw that brain fart? My brain was trying to figure out what to say next. because I'm not necessarily I don't necessarily have an outline for what I'm going to talk about with you today, because guess what? It's just a conversation. It's just you and I talking, kikiing, chit-chatting, hablando, parlando. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of how it is. It's okay to have a brain fart. The other person is not going to all of a sudden stop talking to you or step away or hang up because there's a moment of silence. That's not how it normally works. So in conversation, you want the conversation to continue moving. Listen to what they're saying. They're listening to what you're saying, and you both will be able to come up with something. I was having this wonderful conversation with a friend of mine today, and we talked about, my experimenting with conditioners and shampoos and fragrances, and he was able to bounce off of what I was saying, and honestly, we came up with some awesome ideas. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like when you're trying to have the conversation move on, you both have to put forth interest. So what happens if it goes dead silent for too long? Okay, you can hang up. You can say, hey, you know what? We'll talk later, but it was great to hear you, and hang up. Or there's hardly ever really silence when I'm talking, or when I'm listening, But if there is a dead silence for a long time, what I would do is say, hey, what are you thinking? Simple. But yeah, conversation and communication is kind of a difficult thing if you overthink it. But if you don't overthink it and you realize that human beings, really, we just want to have good, positive, uplifting interactions. And maybe not even uplifting, just good and entertaining interactions. You know what I mean? There is one person in my life who there will be dead silence, but it's not really dead silence. It's more where they're on their phone looking through Instagram or whatever, and I'm on my phone researching something on Google. And for us, it's nice to know that the other person's on the other side of the line. The conversation doesn't necessarily have to ensue. And then once we kind of remember, hey, oh, whoa, this person's on the line, we start talking about other stuff, So the point is that there doesn't always have to be a point to the conversation. Sometimes we just want to hear each other. Sometimes you just want to know that there's somebody there. So recognize and understand that you, as a person, you have value, and that the other person is open to being able to appreciate your value. So don't worry too much about what to say or whatever. Learn. And that's the best way we can do. Learn. The other secret is, I tell people, read books and research things, and that way your brain will have things to connect to when they say something. For example, I was speaking scientifically to my friend, and he had information there that he was able to connect to what I was saying and bounce back off. So sometimes we feel like we don't have enough to say because we don't have enough in our brain. Right now, if this wouldn't have been on the YouTube video, if it would have been on my video, I would have had the words coming out. Sometimes we feel we don't have enough to say because we don't have enough in our brain. Solution: fill your brain. You have God-given intelligence. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt that. You have God-given intelligence. Use it. And I gotta say, both colognes are smelling really good. Both colognes are smelling absolutely good. So Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is definitely amazing. And Explorer Mont Blanc, the beginning is a little bit, not overwhelming, but a little bit strong. But okay. Listen, Mont Blanc Explorer gets my respect. I apologize for the initial surprise, but you know what? You don't need to be so strong in the beginning. You can say hello instead of hi, but it's really good. I like it. So I will be getting this one. The Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, it's good, but if I had to pick between the two, guess what? Mont Blanc Explorer wins. So Goodbye, my lovely Marshall blenders. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna try and do a Broadway one day. I don't know, whatever. But see you guys. Love you. Ciao.